No Context Britain is a series I do on this channel where I take a look at the best of Britain. Here are the best moments from that series from the last year. Bonnie Blue demands UK stop the boats as she won't bonk illegal migrants. What the fuck is going on in this country at this point? What the fuck is going on? Also, why is there a fucking Daily Star article about Bonnie Blue's political affiliations? Okay, right, so this is a video from the Daily Star. This is like the worst question you could possibly ask Bonnie Blue.
Do you have a stance on illegal immigration into the UK?
Why are you asking Bonnie Blue this? What are you doing?
Yeah, it's bad. It's illegal. So it's a crime at the end of the day. And it shouldn't be treated.
Yeah, okay, right, good. What the fuck are we doing here? What am I doing watching this? What am I doing engaging with this? Why is this video nearly 3 minutes long? What the fuck? But she now says suitors need to have documents proving they have not entered the UK illegally. What the fuck is going on? I can't even wrap my fucking head around this. You need to show your fucking papers before being 657th in line to shag Bonnie Blue. Ooh. Is that I know obviously the pub has an... Or maybe they have. Maybe they have added that. I'm going to try and find this on Google Maps, although there are probably about, like, 1 million pubs called the Duke of York. Yeah, there's fucking loads of these. There's loads. There's absolutely no way I'm going to find this one. But I feel as though they should probably update this picture at the very least. Very interesting discussion happening on Loose Women. Could breathing help you live longer? Perhaps. Perhaps not. I guess we'll never know. This is a debate that could go on indefinitely. Is child labour illegal in the UK? Unfortunately, yes. Child labour laws in the UK were enacted in 1933. I think this is the first act of woke nonsense. I think we should bring back child labour because it would be a lot cheaper to hire children to edit my videos than adults. Oh my God, I don't know what this is, but I'm guessing this is a prediction that someone's put into stone. And they were so confident of this prediction, they engraved it into stone and put it in the ground. Launched on the 30th of June 2004, Stoke-on-Trent's community strategy sets a long-term vision for our city. By 2014, Stoke-on-Trent will be a thriving and diverse city where people want to live, work, and study. Oh, I don't think anyone wants to live in Stoke-on-Trent. I mean, maybe the people in Stoke are quite happy staying in Stoke because they've got their friends and family there. But I've never met someone outside. I mean, I've never met anyone in general that has said they want to live in Stoke-on-Trent. My grandpa, who is 85, started making this rock map of Scotland in 1992. He collected rocks during amateur geology trips over 30 years. He says it had to be geologically correct and also aesthetically pleasing. He asked if I could share it online as he wants to go viral, so please okay, I don't think your granddad, who is 85, said the words, "I want to go viral, please, grandson." I think he just wants to show off his cool rock map, and it is very, very cool. I'm very, very impressed by that. That's sick. He spent 30 years making it. That's so cool. I bet he's so proud of it, bless him. Hang on, mate, do you mind just waiting there while I get my phone out to record myself shouting at you? That's so funny. Oh man, that is so funny. Becoming a big man when you get your phone out and film it for social media. All right, fine. That is tragic. It's just like the 5 seconds where he's like getting his camera open, where he's just blankly staring at his phone. Like, come on, we don't need to film everything. You can give it large at the football without filming yourself. You shouldn't really be filming yourself giving it large at the football. Watching football and shouting at opposition fans should be a great moment to put away your phone and not have to think about something like that. Slightly concerned for the lad who's cracked open a can of Carling in my 9 AM lecture. Don't be. He's probably just taking advantage of the hair of the dog, if that's even the right way to say it. He probably had a heavy one last night and is just keeping the sesh going a little bit, delaying the hangover. One of the replies to this tweet. One tiny step closer to becoming a proper country again, I guess. Trainee gas engineer 20 wins 7.5 million in the lottery but won't quit work. And then someone replied with, "I'd be in Vegas with 210 sucking on me bollocks within 12 hours. Fuck work." I feel as though I'm the most boring man in the world, because if I won £7.5 million, I would probably just buy a house and put the rest in like a savings account. Like, I'm so fucking boring. Like, the extent of my splurging with that would probably be going out for a nice meal and cocktails. This boy had his head chopped off by by his local council because it was offensive. Do you agree? I guarantee there's someone out there, probably on Facebook, that believes this image. They believe this young boy had his heads cut off because he painted the Union Jack on it. Oh, that's just reality in Starmer's Britain. I'll not give you a penny until you stop bringing illegal immigrants into our country, Peter. We're the Royal National Institute of Blind People. He clearly needs your help. Clearly. What the fuck? So this sandwich has been reduced from one. First of all, how long ago was this picture taken? £1 for a sandwich in Tesco. This is at least 30 years old. The fucking meal deal is now like £4.25 or something without a club card. It's ridiculous. But this sandwich is now 5p. You're gonna get such a bad tummy ache from this sandwich. I don't even want to think about it. Tempted to just get on a one-way flight to Ibiza and see where I end up. Probably. Ibiza. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good guess. That's a very good guess. Please disconnect from my speaker. To the person who keeps connecting their device to my speaker and playing adult videos, please disconnect from our device. Oh, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare situation. You hope you're gonna wake up from. That's fucking awful. It is very upsetting to hear your adult videos on our speaker at all hours of the day. All hours of the day. This guy's a fucking top level gooner. Wow, all hours of the day. He's jacking it at all hours of the day. Okay, so this is a review of the Miller. 1 star, barmaid farted on us twice. Visited here with a friend, and whilst I was away from the table, he complained that the blonde barmaid farted on him. Thinking he was joking, I took no notice. Next time she came to collect glasses, she clearly spun around and, in quotes, crop dusted us with a terrible smell. Absolutely bizarre and disgusting. Yeah, I think that would warrant a 1 star review. Did you do something to piss her off, especially? Tourists upset after discovering Abbey Road is just a road. I mean, I went there once because there's a hospital nearby that I was going to, and I was crossing the road, and I was like, this road looks really familiar, and I looked at the street sign, it said Abbey Road. I was like, wow, that's cool. But it is literally just a road. Actually, I don't think it looked... I think I'm lying. I don't think it looked familiar. I think I saw the sign. I think I'm just lying. That's my nutting when people post holiday pictures with the caption, never coming home. But you fucking are though, aren't you, mate? You'll be on the EasyJet flight on Thursday. No messing. I think you're taking it a little bit too literally, Callum. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Win a night out with Jimmy Savile. Oh, yeah, definitely keep your hand over your drink if you do that. Buy a Hoover vacuum cleaner or washing machine at your Northeastern Co-op and you get a chance to win dinner for 2 in a London restaurant with Jimmy Savile, including free travel, overnight accommodation and £50 spending money. Dinner for 2 with Jimmy Savile. Wow, that sounds brilliant. I'm sure even at the time, why would you want to enter this? Even when he wasn't disgraced, what the fuck are you going to talk to him about over a dinner? What on earth could you possibly talk to him about? Like, going out for dinner with someone who you don't know and you're not, like, going on a date with. Like, that just feels really awkward. Like, for both parties. Like, imagine I opened a competition and the first prize was going to dinner with me. Like, that would just be so awkward for both of us. Brits will turn to illegal options when disposable vape ban comes into force next week. What, are they going to be meeting up with, like, dodgy people in alleyways going, oh, you got that triple blue raspberry, mate? Have you got that triple blue If you're meeting up with drug dealers to buy fucking Lost Marys, you're pathetic. Go back to the good old ways of getting diseases, smoking cigarettes, like a proper adult. But they're not really going to ban the disposable vapes, are they? They're just gonna, from what I've heard, they're just going to put like a little charging port on the bottom of them. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard, at least. But I hope the Lost Mary Corporation just goes under, because every time I see someone like that I didn't expect to be smoking on a Lost Mary, I lose a whole lot of respect for them. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. It's just like, come on, man. Come on. Just get that cigarette smoke in your lungs instead. Drinking with friends 5 years ago. Yeah, it was a... I mean, I don't know, who is this? This isn't really protecting much, is it? They're already sat a fair distance away from each other. They just can't see who's next to them. What's the point? Just stay inside, or like just drink over Zoom, or free yourself from these boxes you fashioned for yourself. I spent 5 hours in Asda buying 100 items from 1p to £1. Ask me anything. Wait, why? Hang on. Let's zoom in on this. Okay, so you bought a gram of bananas. How do you achieve buying 1 gram of bananas? But you got that for 1p. Slightly more bananas for 2p. Slightly more bananas for 3p. Is it just loads of bananas? Okay, no, they're going on and on and on. Why have you done that? What have you achieved by doing that? Why have you started a Reddit AMA about this? What could anyone possibly want to ask you? And what could you possibly answer them with? Like, yeah, I just spent 5 hours. Just felt like it. Well, I just felt. Why have you done that? That is horrible that you repeated bananas so many times to me. That invalidates the whole thing. Everything must be different. You need to go back. Yeah, but what the fuck can you get for 1p? You can't get anything for 1p. You can get a gram of bananas for 1p nowadays. That's how far it goes. My only question really, how do I get this much free time? For me, I was made redundant and I sometimes have 3 days between freelancing. What? You decided to spend one of your days off in Asda for 5 hours, racking up 100 items between 1p and £1. Jesus, I can't get over that. I actually can't get over that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone spend so long performing such a useless task. Schools are removing analog clocks from exam halls as teenagers cannot tell the time. I'm calling bullshit on that. If a teenager cannot tell the time while sitting their GCSEs, just fail them. They're not going to pass anyway. Heinz bean juice. Oh, Christ. That's disgusting. That's horrible. That can't be is this like an April Fool's joke? I'm looking this up. Bean juice is just such a grim way of describing it. Bean juice. Ugh. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's. Actually, you know what? On second look at this looks suspiciously AI generated. Yeah, I think this is an AI generated image, and like they've just made the label in Photoshop and pasted it on, because you can tell it's not stuck on there. British liminal spaces. I can smell this room. I know exactly what this room smells like. It's just like, this is like every primary school hall where you had to, oh man. Did anyone, like, I feel as though American schools didn't have this, where you had to sit on the floor cross-legged after, like, it was like every term you'd have an hour-long assembly before they release you home for the holidays. You'd have to sit on the floor cross-legged for an hour while some teacher waffled and nobody listened because your legs were seizing up and cramping so much. It's horrible. It was the thing I feared most when I was at school. I didn't fear bullies. I didn't fear, I don't know, social rejection. I feared the end of term assemblies where I had to sit cross-legged for an hour. The summer ones were an hour and a half long. Fuck that. Sat cross-legged. Fuck that. Princess Diana lookalike is making 200 grand a year on OnlyFans. Of course this is happening in fucking Hull. Of course this is happening there. 200 grand. The thing is, right, it's kind of unsurprising at this point to hear, like, people on OnlyFans are making loads of money. But, like, it becomes really confusing when you actually think about it, because, like, some of these people are making millions a month. Where the fuck is that money coming from? Who are the people paying these people? Who are the people giving 200 grand a year to someone who looks like a bit like Princess Diana on OnlyFans? Who are these people? These people walk among us. Unless they're an absolute freak, they will never tell you that they subscribe to OnlyFans accounts. They will never tell you, but just know some of your friends who you go to the pub with, some of the friends who you go to university with, some of the friends you go to work with, they are paying for shit like this. There is about 20 grand a month exiting people's bank accounts in this country, because let's face it, I don't think American people are paying for a Princess Diana lookalike on OnlyFans. 20 grand is coming out of British bank accounts every month to buy subscriptions to Princess Diana lookalike OnlyFans accounts. It's outrageous. Leaving Australia fuming. Ooh, that's salt and vinegar, pink. No, I'll tell you what, I watched a really good video the other day. I watched a really, really, really good video the other day. I'll try and find it. I'll recommend it to you all. Yes. This video right here. Why did UK crisp packets swap colours? I mean, a lot of you probably already seen it because this is a very British-centric video. It's got like 750,000 views in 2 days. But this video, brilliant. And this guy in general is really great. Like, his videos are so good. He made the one about the clock towers in the supermarkets, which a lot of you probably saw. He makes really interesting videos. Like, these two I think are his best. But, yeah, no, he makes really good videos. So, yeah, check him out after you finish watching this video, because I need the watch time. I get untold joy from complaining to customer service, right? So, and she loved complaining to customer service so much that she went to the Metro newspaper and told them about it. I love complaining, and I couldn't recommend it enough. I truly believe it's complainers like me that keep companies and service sectors accountable. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Why have you gone to the newspaper? Not everything needs to be a newspaper article. Metro, this is partly on the Metro. They should have turned you down when you came in. Going, oh, I love complaining. Can I have an article, please? An article, please, about how much I love complaining. I love it. And I hold all of the service sector accountable. Yeah, have you seen this? I think I've definitely mentioned this in a video before, but Odeon and I think Cineworld as well, they like, and probably View Cinema. To be fair, most of the cinemas probably do this now, but they deliver like popcorn and sweets and I guess like hot dogs and shit on Deliveroo, Just Eat and Uber Eats. I'm gonna find this because I'm sure my local Odeon is doing this. I'm 99% sure I've seen them on Deliveroo, and it's just like, who the fuck is ordering? Like, because they'll mark it up on Deliveroo as well. The popcorn's gonna be like £7. Who's doing that? Who the fuck is doing that? I don't even do that at the cinema. I take my own there. How many fucking people are ordering? Yeah, I mean, it's on the Odeon near me only has about 10 reviews. So I can't imagine many people are ordering from me. I'm just going to read out some items here. I mean, some nachos which just look like, I mean, they're just like nachos you probably get in Sainsbury's or whatever with free dips is £7.99. Who is paying that? Like, you could order from, like, an actual Mexican restaurant on Deliveroo and get nachos for about the same price. That are just way better. What else have we got? Mate, look, see what I said? Like, large popcorn is £7. No, who's ordering this? You're insane. You're fucking insane. It wouldn't even be warm by the time it arrives. You're insane if you order from Odeon on Deliveroo. Who is ordering a bag of Rowntree's Randoms for £4? Who's doing that? No one's doing that. I'll tell you what, I'll find them from like Sainsbury's or something, and I guarantee they'll be at least half the price. Yeah, mate, look. You can get the same bag, the exact same bag, for £1.75 from Sainsbury's. What the fuck is this for? Is this literally just for people who don't understand the concept of money? What else have we got? Because I'm so interested. Because who are the psychopaths ordering from fucking Odeon? They need to lower their prices to compete. Like, it's just, it's so stupid. To be fair, they are selling Tango Ice Blasts. That's the only thing I could maybe understand ordering from the Odeon. Genuinely mental. You're insane. If you order from the Odeon. I can't get over that. Why have they bothered? Like, they struggle to sell stuff at those prices in a trapped economy. What makes them think they're going to sell those goods for that price? Actually, higher prices outside of that trapped economy. It makes no fucking sense. They are miles apart politically, but there is one thing Farage and Polanski have in common. Anal, okay. I mean, look, I think we could put politics aside for a second and applaud both of these men for coming out and talking about the big, heavy-hitting topics that are plaguing our nation. No more than 32 customers in the store at any one time. What does W.H. Smith's actually do? Like, the only time I ever go into a W.H. Smith's is, like, if they got a post office in there and I need to send something, or if I'm at an airport. What, like, every time I go in there, it just seems to be, like, stationary. Like, there's no way they're staying afloat based on selling stationery. I'm convinced their entire business is built off the back of their airport branches. They might as well just shut down everywhere else. Oh my god, this is a beautiful creamy. I don't like that. I don't like the word creamy to describe a sofa. Beautiful creamy Winston 3-seat sofa from DFS, used only for a few months. Recliner's electric automatic. Reason for sending my little one, drew it all over it in black ink permanent marker. There's nothing wrong with it except for what you see. I mean, that's a pretty big thing wrong with it. Some little kids scribbled all over. Who the fuck would want this? The ketchup is always missing, and I found out my little bro has been taking it to school because he said the canteen sells it 20p a squirt. 20p a squirt? 20p? They're taking the piss. 20p a squirt of ketchup. For a squirt, you don't even get a little packet. That's worse than McDonald's. I thought McDonald's was bad when they started charging 10p for the little sauce pots. Oh, that's outrageous. So he sells it for 10p and goes around at lunch squirting off fucking ketchup. He said he made a tenner in his best week. Respect. Respect to a hustler. I'd love to see a TV job swap program where they get Japanese managers used to running hyper-efficient trains or road repair companies coming to the UK and try to run their UK counterparts. What do you mean a 50-minute delay is acceptable and doesn't count as a delay? Why are there only 4 workmen on this 7-mile stretch of motorway and 3 of them are watching the 4th one sweep? Yeah, the thing is, I love Japan's class. I don't feel, as I said, love the UK. Could probably live out in Japan for a year or 2. Do love it there. It is basically the UK, but everything works. Like, they drive on the same side of the road as us. Tokyo isn't too dissimilar from London. Like, Japan has, well, from my perspective at least, going there as a tourist, has most of the benefits of the UK without the kind of drawbacks like shitty train service. The way I describe it to people is it's the UK UK, but everything works as it's supposed to. We came to Pizza Hut for our anniversary, but it's closed. I'm so glad to see the TV license that I'm not paying is going towards world-class journalism on the BBC. Fucking hell. Is this actually a real article? Just go to Domino's. Like, if Pizza Hut's closed, go to Domino's. This is a real BBC article. What the fuck? This is recent. This happened like 15 days ago or something at the time of the recording. Why the fuck have the BBC written an article about this? We were coming here because we were going to have a little anniversary dinner. We've been together 22 years. That's nice. Why is this news? You went to Pizza Hut and it was shut. That's the news. That's the news story. Richard McGlucky and Caroline Cantrell have been regular faces at Bradford's Pizza Hut restaurant. I was surprised to find one of their favourite diners closed on Tuesday. What? Oh, it's broken Britain. What fucking Pizza Hut closed on a Tuesday? It's not Sunday, it's Tuesday. Why are they not open? The restaurant at the city's Leisure Exchange is one of 6 to have closed across the West and South Yorkshire, with 3 in Leeds, 1 in Huddersfield, and another in Barnsley, also being shut for good. Actually, this is an article about a load of Pizza Huts closing. Still, I don't know if this is newsworthy. We used to come here maybe once a month, said Mr. McClucky, 45. We'd heard about the recent closures, but we weren't sure if it was going to be our one or not. Oh, you must have been devastated. On your knees, crying, no! Okay, right. In Huddersfield, 68-year-old Paul Davies expressed similar sentiments. I didn't realise it was closing, Mr. Davies said. It is a shame. We haven't been for 2 or 3 years, but we used to come down quite a bit. Who is this guy that they're interviewing? It's just a guy. They just pulled us to the side of guy on the street going, what would you think about Pizza Hut closing? Oh, it's a shame, innit? Oh, I haven't been there in a few years, but yeah, it used to go down there quite a bit. It's a shame. What the fuck is the point of this article? All right, let's have a look at this menu and judge each choice. Chips and cheese, very good. Chips, cheese and gravy, less good. Chips, cheese and curry, better. Chips, cheese and beans, understandable, not for me. Chips and curry sauce, yeah, that's fine. Chips and gravy, chips and beans, chips and coleslaw. What? Chips and coleslaw. Chips and coleslaw. Who on earth came up with that? Like when you ask someone, oh, what do you have on your chips? Coleslaw. No one has ever said that. Chips, cheese and coleslaw. Chips and bolognese sauce. Chips and tuna. Chips and tuna. Man, what? Where are they coming up with this? What paedophile would go for coleslaw? That's what I'm saying. Surely that's just like a pedo trap. Like whenever someone orders that, the police jump out and arrest them. Shakespeare quote of the day: an SSL error has occurred and a secure connection to the server cannot be. Who downloads apps like these? The fucking Shakespeare quote of the day. I hate getting notifications on my phone. Unless it's like from text message or like someone's messaging me. I hate getting notifications. It's just fucking clutter. Why would someone want this? Why would someone want to be notified of the Shakespeare quote of the day? It's beyond me. How horny is the UK? All right, and then it's the interest in VPNs recently has shot up. That being said, I am currently without a VPN partner on this channel. Not that I would promote doing anything that would skirt a UK regulation with a VPN. I would never do that. I would never tell my audience that they could skirt UK regulations by using a VPN. Never would I do that. Well, there's a big bag to be made. This is the fucking gold rush, guys. This is the fucking gold rush. Interested VPN companies, do get in touch. We're gonna make a big bag together. Okay, so there was a petition to repeal the Online Safety Act because nobody likes this. It's stupid. Like, it's also really, really unsafe. I can just tell, like, there's these stupid companies, these stupid I think if it was like you were uploading your ID to the government, that's a bit different. It still wouldn't be good, but it would be a bit different because I feel as though the government already has that information on you. It's still not good for other reasons, but there's not really much chance of there being like a data breach there. Whereas there's these weird third-party companies that we're supposed to be uploading our IDs to access all the content on things like, I don't know, Twitter, even Reddit. When you go on Reddit, r/cider, you get like a prompt to upload your ID. It's so stupid. And Wikipedia and like loads of other sort of like educational forums and websites and stuff. But yeah, you have to upload your ID to these stupid third-party companies, and I can just see it now. In a year's time, everyone's IDs are going to get leaked. I can just see it. I've been on the internet long enough. I've seen enough data breaches. I just know that's what's going to happen. And then there's going to be a massive Guna map. I can see it now. Fucking hell. Like, there's going to be the Guna map because like your ID will have your address on it. There's going to be the fucking interactive Guna map whenever this data leak happens. But yeah, this petition went up and the government's response to it was basically, nah, mate, nah. That was essentially their whole response. A London man named Russell Gray was denied permission to redevelop a vacant land that he owned. Why? Why was he doing that? Is something that's so annoying about Britain. Planning permission. It's so, like, fucking anal. It's like, why can't I have a loft? I mean, I don't have a house, but it's like, why can't I have a loft extension? Why? You could give me a reason. Why can't I build a shed why do I have to ask the council's permission to build, like, a small shed with a pool table in at the back of my god? Why do I need to do that? It's not interfering with anyone, but, like, if you do it without their permission, they'll, like, fine you and make you take it down. It's ridiculous. Why can't he build on that vacant land and add value to the area? Why is he not allowed to do that? So he acquired permission to install a tank on the site. The council had approved it thinking it was a septic tank, but instead he installed a Soviet-built T-3485 medium tank with its gun turret pointing at the council office at a light-hearted protest. Fair enough, that doesn't sound very light-hearted though. Pointing the turret of a tank at the council's office seems a little bit threatening. My worst nightmare is Spotify randomly throwing out an Ed Sheeran song whilst I'm driving and then I crash and die, but it keeps playing, so the first responders think I was an Ed Sheeran fan and they tell my mum and I end up being cremated to fucking Shape of You. I have a similar fear. Like, whenever I'm walking out and about, I always make sure I'm not listening to anything embarrassing. So if someone pickpockets me or swipes my phone out of my hand, I'm not listening to something embarrassing, because like if they swipe my phone out of my hand and I'm listening to like Shape of You, that's no good. What is the thief gonna think of me? People think London is like London in reality. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, because there was that Ollie White clip that went viral where he was talking about how he's moving from the UK to Dubai, and one of the reasons was safety. And it kind of got me thinking, like, London isn't really that bad. Like, it has a bad reputation, and don't get me wrong, there are some parts where it is bad, but most of the time, like, say you're going to London on holiday or you live in a nice bit of London, you pretty much don't have much to worry about. Like, as long as you exercise common sense and you're not walking around with your phone out like a zombie, because if you do that, you will get your phone snatched. But it's kind of like that in a lot of European cities. Like, I get more trouble in European cities than I do in London. Like, I lived in London for, 6 years, and someone only attempted to rob me once, and he wasn't very good at it, so he didn't succeed. But I don't know, I feel as though that, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of London. Like, I've been pretty vocal about how I don't really like living, I don't live there anymore, but like, towards the end, I just didn't really like living in London. There's not really any nightlife anymore. It's really busy. There are nice bits of London, like central London, like Soho area is beautiful, but you have to be like a bajillionaire to live there. But I think the anti-London propaganda machine has been turned up to the max recently. Like, it's nowhere near as bad as like people on Twitter let on. A lot of the people saying all the bad things about London have probably never even stepped foot there. You can cap me benefits, but you'll never take me XL bully. Okay? Oh, I haven't got my Facebook logged in on my new computer, and I don't even know the login. I've just got like a burner Facebook account, and I basically just use it for being in like XL bully support groups, and it's really fun. Your rights if a hotel refuses to serve English food on a foreign holiday. A consumer rights champion has explained the rules after one woman she had to eat Greek food. Oh, she had to eat Greek food every day on her Greek holiday. I feel as though this is going to be a clickbait article, and it's just going to be like, you have no rights on that, because you don't. There's no... What is going to happen? Our trading stand is going to go over to Greece and fight for your rights to have chicken nuggets. Okay, right. A consumer rights expert has explained what you can do if your hotel on a foreign holiday refuses to serve you a full English breakfast after a woman got £100 from TUI because she couldn't get British food on her Greek break. They gave her money. What? Are they just giving people money for fucking anything? Susan from Westerhope described the holiday as horrendous from the minute they got there. Okay, she was also... Okay, right. So she was... Okay, this is very boring. So she was offered £100 in holiday vouchers from TUI, but turned it down. And then they got like... They contacted some like consumer rights person to answer some questions about this. And she said, is it reasonable to claim for a lack of English food on a continental holiday? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Furious tiny Welsh town with 5,970 inhabitants gets its 14th barbershop. Okay, right. A lot of people complain about the amount of barbershops that are opening up. I genuinely don't have a problem with them. They've always got people in there. They're clearly like doing well in terms of a business. I think a lot of people kind of talk about them as if they're like money laundering schemes. I mean, I'm sure there are some that are like that, but at least in my experience walking past like a load of these barbershops most days, business seems to be doing fine. The ones I have problems with are the fucking vape shops. Tell me why, like, 3 new fucking vape shops open up in my town every month. There's like 3 or 4 of them that just open. No one's ever in them. They're always the most unappealing looking fucking places ever. They've got the most fluorescent lights in the world, blasting the most horrible music. With a lot of them, the staff just stand by the door, like kind of obstructing the door. Not like blocking it, but like, it's not like a thing of like you go into it. But like if you were walking past it looking for a vape, you probably wouldn't go in it because it would just require squeezing past someone. Honestly, whatever political party goes, yeah, we're gonna shut down the vape shops, I will vote for them. I will get up on my feet, applaud them and go, yes, you have my vote. Please, we don't need 20 fucking vape shops in a small town. Man opens a pub, starts taking stray kitties in, and ends up being Bristol's first cat pub. You know what? What I might do with the memulous millions after YouTube, open a cat pub. Right? Have you ever been? I've never been to like a cat pub, but I've been to a pub that has a pub cat, like a cat that lives in the pub. And it's just such a delight when the pub cat comes out to say hello. I feel as though I'm looking at my future here. Brummie accents worse than staying silent, study shows. Yeah, that's fair. That's more than fair. Those who speak in a Birmingham accent were viewed as less intelligent than those who stayed silent, according to a study. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think we needed a study to tell us that, to be honest. I'm guessing this is for like a takeaway. 1 star. Meh. Frozen food warmed. No one cares about your review, Mike. The Iron Horse restaurant. Big up the Iron Fucking hell. No one cares about your review, Michael. You consistently give 1-star reviews wherever you visit. Maybe if you spent less time on your phone crying like a millennial and tried to be a man, it would actually benefit you. Fair enough. Scottish kebab pie crowned UK pie of pies. Oh, that looks quite spectacular, to be honest. A kebab pie. Oh, I'd feel terrible afterwards. Like, that would give me the worst stomach cramps of my life, but could be worth it. Could be the move. Jesus Christ. Revels milk chocolate pouch, £4.15. I'll tell you what has shocked me to my core recently. The price of Easter eggs. There is no way that an Easter egg that's like that big, like a Cadbury's one that's that big, is £6. That's not £6 worth of chocolate. You can get like a pack of 4 dairy milk bars for like £1.50. There's no way that egg is worth £6. But the thing is, I will just buy a load of them for myself because I fucking love Easter eggs. There's just, I don't know. It's just the best chocolate. There's just something about it. It's definitely the same chocolate that's just in dairy milk, but it's like, I don't know. Something about eating like a shard of chocolate is just very appealing to me. 2 years in London and today someone tries to rob me. And my polite ass turns around and says, excuse me, sorry, can I have that back? Thanks. Did you get it back? He literally handed it back to me. Like, I had this exact experience in Spain. I don't believe it happened in London, though. I just don't believe this happened in London. Whoever invented this ice cream was a certified freak. Yeah, you never thought about it as a child. But this was definitely just some bloke's fetish. It 100% was. Do they even sell these anymore? What are they called? I'm just gonna look up foot ice cream. Yeah, I think they sell them. Funny feet. Mummy, can we have some funny feet, please? Can I have some funny feet? They're out of stock. Oh no. Okay, some kids swearing on the bus. The number 67 bus 67. That's a me. I still don't get it. That's a mean that like sometimes in videos I'll be like, oh, it's there's 6 or 7 of these things, and people will be like 6'7". I had to look up what it means because I thought it was kind of like the new 69 where it's like a funny sex number, but it's not. It like makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. It's got its own Wikipedia page, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I looked at it today because I was just like, I have no idea what this fucking means. And it's got a whole Wikipedia page. It's got a picture of this very annoying looking child. But I think it's something to do... Look, okay, all right, I'll just read it out for you for all you other old people because, like, I don't get it. Maybe someone in the comments can help me understand. I don't know why they've added pronunciation here. Is an internet meme and slang term that emerged in early 2025 on TikTok and Instagram Reels. It originated from the repeated lyric 6'7" in the song Doot Doot 6'7" by Skrilla. Literally never heard that in my life. Which was used on social media in video edits of professional basketball players such as LaMelo Ball, who is 6'7", and popularized further by overtime. This makes no fucking sense to me. I don't know who any of these people are. I don't know what this fucking song is. Why is this spread to the UK now? 99% of the UK population does not give a fuck about basketball. And popularized further by overtime elite player Talon Kinney because of viral clips showing his repeated use of 6'7". The term 6'7" spread as slang among Generation Z and Generation Alpha. As the meme's reach expanded in March 2025, one child became known as the 6'7" kid after a viral video showed him saying the term while moving his hands up and down at an amateur athletic union basketball game. It is often compared to 41. What the fuck is 41? A meme of similar origin where a rapper, Blizzy Boy, someone just made this person. Who the fuck is Blizzy Boy? Whoever made this Wikipedia article just made that geezer up. Blizzy Boy. Am I just really fucking behind? Who's Blizzy Boy? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's a 41 song. 3 years ago, 360k views. Decent amount of views, but like, What do you mean? I reckon Blizzy Boy has written this fucking article. Blizzy Boy has put this in here. Oh yeah, he's obviously done it. Look at this. Look at he's obviously edited this article to put himself in it. Who's the 6'7" kid though? I'm curious. I have morbid curiosity. Is that it? Maybe I'm getting old, but this just... I don't fucking get it. It's been explained to me through this. It's even been referenced to the Elite Blizzy Boy song 41. And I still do not get this. It still makes absolutely no sense to me. Dudley couple have epic Shrek-themed wedding. Wow, I'm very happy for them. Good for them. Got the wig on and everything like that. It's great. Well done, guys. I hope you're happy forever.
Like that's ever gonna happen.
Oh man, Digital Dave. I could get behind Digital Dave, you know. Big fan of Digital Dave. Because have you heard, like, apparently, right, a lot of people can't read, like, analog clocks. Apparently people can't, like, post in the comments what time is that it's showing. But apparently a lot of people can't read analog clocks, and maybe this will be useful, turning Big Ben into Digital Dave. Do you remember when there was a rumour going around that they were going to rename Big Ben Massive Mohammed, and so many people got upset? No, okay, so this is the official account. This is the official account of Torquay United. Paul Bastard has been appointed the Torquay United supporter liaison officer. Paul Bastard. Paul Bastard. What? I didn't even know. I thought that was like one of those names. That would be like one of those names that's banned. Like, I don't know, Jason Fuck. You know, like who? Like surely you can't call your child Paul Bastard. Poor guy. Fucking the poor bastard. Okay, so this is an article in the Standard. Gen Z are eating dinner at 6 p.m. and it's because they're losers. I feel as though the Standard is one of those newspapers where you have to pay to read it. I could be wrong, but let's see what their points are. So, what is their justification for calling Gen Z losers? Bloody hell, this is a long article. Is this what people with journalism degrees are doing nowadays? Young people are reportedly also opting for earlier dinners. Eating out is becoming a way to socialise without compromising other goals. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, Gen Z are just more health conscious than millennials. It's just the way it's gone. Yeah, I mean, it's just an article about like it's basically just an article saying Gen Z like to eat earlier than millennials. There's not much to it. I don't think it's because they're losers, though. Another hard-hitting piece of journalism from the BBC. Robot vacuum cleaner escapes from Cambridge travel lodge. Okay, why is this news? Why the fuck is this news? Again, this is a real article. I can't believe it. Why are they writing stuff like this? Who is this for? This isn't for any. This is literally for me to read out in videos. These articles serve literally nobody else except for me. Okay, this is a very short story that did not require a BBC article. A robot vacuum cleaner made a break for freedom after giving the staff the slip at a Travelodge hotel. The automatic cleaner failed to stop at the front door of the hotel in Orchard Park in Cambridge on Thursday and was still on the loose the following day. Staff said it just kept going and could be anywhere. I mean, I don't think it's gone far. It's a fucking Roomba. It's not a lost child. While well-wishers on social media hope that the vacuum enjoyed its travels as it had no natural predators in the wild, it was found under a hedge on Friday. Okay, well, I'm glad to hear it was found alive and well. Japanese poster for Hot Fuzz. That's fucking cool. That's really cool. I want that. I want to put that up in my flat. No on seaside towns. Yeah, why does every seaside town have one of these and one of these? Like, whenever I go to Brighton, I swear I see like 3 of these fucking things. They're horrible. Why would anyone want this outside their shop? I feel as though they must be put there by rival shops. UK is running out of ghosts as old spirits dying off, paranormal expert says. They're dying off? What do you mean they're already dead? Also, that's such a great grift, isn't it? Paranormal expert. That's like right up there with tarot card reader. Like, tarot card reader is such a sick grift because like you just have like a deck of cards, you just shuffle it, and just put them on the table and go, oh fuck. Oh, that means you're gonna die. Such an awesome grift. The paranormal expert is probably the most fun grift though. Like you probably just get to take people around like abandoned buildings and go, oh, did you hear that? Oh fuck, did you see that over there? No, there was something over there, I swear. And they probably have like one of those machines that just beeps every now and then. And when it beeps, they go, oh fuck, there's a ghostly presence near us. I want to be a paranormal expert, man. More than 50 porn websites found with no age verification. Okay, have you guys seen the list of the names of some of these sites? I have. I'm not going to show them or tell you them because I'm pretty sure that would go against some kind of YouTube policy. But yeah, no one, like they sound, all of them sound horrible and dodgy. Yet no shit, the dodgiest porn sites on the internet are not complying with UK age verification laws. And I think how I found out about it was the government sent them like letters or did like an open letter or something and named all of them as if that would like get them to change their ways. It's so stupid. Like, of course this was going to happen. How did no one foresee this? Woman fails after traveling 500 miles for easiest driving test in the country. I mean, well, couldn't you have just put the extra time into like learning how to drive instead of traveling 500 miles to take the easiest driving test? Okay, right, we've got a meme about CEX here. I fucking love CEX. It's a great shop. It's a great shop, and their business model is insane. It's such a good business model. Like, if you're looking to make money off your old games, it's not great. But if say you just got like a big stack of like DVDs or some shit, or like games that you don't play anymore, and you just want to get rid of them, get a lump sum in. Well, I say lump sum, it'll probably be about 30p, but still, just get rid of them all at once instead of having to individually list them on eBay, which takes a lot of time, and you know, you got to go out and post all of them, you got to wait ages for them to sell. It's a really good business model for people who just want to declutter, and then you go in there and it's like you can get a sick game. Like, I think I bought Batman Arkham Asylum for like £2 there. It is such a good shop, and I was thinking this the other day because you know, Game, it's the game shop. It's the one that sells like games consoles and shit. I went in there recently, right? Because I wanted to Switch 2. And I went, do you have any Switch 2s? And the guy looked at me like I'd asked for a fucking cow. He was like, no, we don't have Switch 2. I was like, your game. Why do you not have Switch 2s? This is why you're going out of fucking business. But it's like, you go in there and it's just all sorts of tats. There's like Lego. There's like, I mean, Lego's not tat. I fucking love Lego. But there's like cards. There's all sorts of shit. And that store just doesn't know what it wants to be. They should just be CEX for games. And I know CEX is already there. But the thing is, they have so much backing in terms of capital that they could just do the sort of shitty business move of undercutting CEX and winning that way and overpaying for games a little bit. Like, they could do something similar to CEX, but it's just like they just don't know what they're doing, and it's really frustrating to see because it's just, for me, in my mind at least, it's right there on the wall for them to do. Because let's face it, no one's really buying physical copies of games anymore. Like, you get them on the store, but what people are buying are second-hand games because they're cheaper than what you get on like the PlayStation or Xbox store. They are buying retro games just because it's great value for money. People love going back and revisiting things from their childhood. That's what they need to tap into because, like, I don't think they understand that the physical market is just not really there anymore for modern games, like new physical games. And they've clearly tried to expand. They've clearly tried to do something a bit. Sorry, I'm going on a loads about this, but it's just something I find really frustrating because it's just like, why aren't you doing this? But yeah, they clearly have no idea what they want to be, and it's just really frustrating to see because I used to fucking love game. Like, weirdly, when I was like 16, working in game was like my dream job. Like, not dream job like end goal, but it was like while I was at college I was like, oh fucking, I'd love to work at game. That's like my dream job. Battered pot noodle, only £2. How does that work, a battered pot noodle? Are you battering every individual bit of noodle? I'm looking up an image of this because this might not be real. How does one achieve battering a pot noodle? I don't think you do. Oh, what? Okay, hang on. Deep fried pot noodle. Yes, you read that right. Hang on. This is an Instagram page. Saturday Kitchen. Join us for a snack hack attack show. I don't want to join you for that. Is that the deep fried pot noodle? That's fucking mad. What? What on earth? Have they given it a fancy name? No, man, I'm all right. I'm not going to make myself a battered pot noodle. I actually couldn't think of anything worse to eat for my dinner. There is no dignified way to eat one of these. What do you fucking mean? It's like, that's like the most normal shaped food ever. It's a rectangle. What do you mean there's no dignified way of eating them? Am I missing something? Also, these are like the worst Mr. Kiplings. What are you doing getting these? Get yourself some of the pink ones. The pink ones are good. Is Birmingham a real place? Oh, that is class. I'll tell you what I've been really getting into recently. Mini Coopers. I started my driving lessons a few weeks ago, and I've just been looking at like what car I should get as my first car, and I'm pretty set on a Mini Cooper convertible. Like, every time I see someone driving around one of those in the summer, you know, when it's like 25 degrees, they've got the wind blowing through their hair, or something about a Mini Cooper convertible just really appeals to me. I think that's what I'm going to go for. But I am a big fan of the monster truck Mini. Scorching 40-degree temperatures will soon become the new normal in the UK. I don't think that's true. I think that's definitely clickbait. It won't become the new normal. There'll be a couple of days every few years that will hit that, probably because of global warming. However, in my flat, that is the fucking normal. Genuinely, never, ever move into a new build flat that doesn't have aircon. And I know it sounds like daft because the UK is quite a mild country mostly. Like, at the time of recording this, it's August, and it's like 18 degrees outside. It's like pretty cold. But the thing with like a lot of new build development, it should come as no surprise, they're fucking lazy. Like, but so these flats, right? The good thing about it is I don't need to turn on the heating basically ever. But the bad thing is, fucking air just stays trapped in here. Like, even when it's like 20 degrees outside, it's like 30 in my flat. And whenever I open the doors, the air just doesn't fucking leave. It just stays. I thought it was just me, but then I saw a TikTok from someone who's like experiencing the same thing. It's just a common thing with like a load of new build flats. What I think cars look like 20 years ago, what they actually look like. I'll tell you what they should start. They should just start making cars that look like this one more. Like, I can't remember what car company it was, but one of them a few years ago did a concept car that was like a modern remake of a car they had in like the 90s or 80s. And it looked sick, but I don't think they ever released it. And I think that's how, I don't know. I think that's just so much money being left on the table. Again, these companies should hire me. Games should hire me. Fucking BMW should hire me. Just make a car that looks like this, but with a modern engine, automatic gearbox, fucking rear reversing camera, because that thing is a lifesaver, let me tell you. I mean, I'm doing my lessons at the moment, and fucking hell, I think if I pass my test by some miracle, I'm putting it down to that rear reversing camera. But if they did all those things, they'd sell 1 billion cars. Oh, I saw this. Scientists aiming to bring back woolly mammoth, create woolly mice. We're getting there. Where are their little tusks, though? I want to see their little tusks. Why are we trying to bring back the woolly mammoth, though? I get they're, like, really cool and that, but why are we trying to bring back the woolly... Why don't we try and bring back the T-Rex? Huh? Why don't we do that? British cuisine best in the world. I feel as though I read one of these, like every single one of these videos, like one that reads exactly British cuisine best in the world. But that is just tragic, innit? Peas. You have peas on your... That's pathetic. Like, I hear of people having mayonnaise on their chips, and that is... I think that's grim. I think that's foul. But having, like... peas and gravy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a southerner. Maybe I'm just a posh southern fairy. But gravy on chips, that's wrong. That's wrong. You know, in previous videos I've said that I hate gravy, but you know what? I've started to warm to gravy. I have it on my roast dinners now. I go out for a Sunday roast. I'm not put off by the amount of gravy. But that on chips, that's disgraceful. Get some burger sauce or barbecue sauce on that. And the sausage, I mean, that looks like a good sausage. It's just everything accompanying it is tragic.
I can't believe I've seen this like twice in 1 week, but I made a video a couple days ago where I spoke about a jacket potato with beans and tuna. I have eaten this before. This is like stuff we actually eat. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I could be just self-reporting here, but I think this is stuff that most of us have eaten, and it's not too bad. It looks dreadful. I mean, it is fucking grim looking, but it's not as dreadful. You gotta have a bit of cheese on there as well. But I don't eat baked beans anymore. I don't. Once I had a really hard like black bean in my baked beans, it just put me off for life. But I used to eat this, and I mean, replace the beans with spaghetti hoops, and I'm all in there, to be honest. Again, another great BBC article: woman faces backlash for putting Christmas tree up. When did she put her Christmas tree up? Because if it was late October, it's a bit wrong, a bit of a wrong one, but it's not. I don't think it's worthy of a BBC article. If she did this in like September, yeah, it's not great, is it? Okay, yeah, in September, yeah, she deserves backlash for that. I think the earliest you can put up a Christmas tree is November the 1st, and even then, it's kind of like little bit early. Mid-November is probably ideal sort of time. Oh, okay. I don't know what this is in reply to because the post has been deleted or whatever, but the big Tesco. Oh, imagine that. Big Tesco, the name of a stadium. That'd be great. That's a great sponsored stadium name. The Big Tesco. Oh, that's great. Have you seen Tinks? And Tinks is just walking past. Tell you what, I had a very similar experience to this the other day. I was just walking around, going on one of my many walks. To be fair, I walk about an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. I just like to get out and in the sunshine. I've got a goal for myself to get 10 to 15,000 steps a day. And so far, I'm achieving that. But anyway, yeah, I was on one of my walks and I saw a cat. It was a lovely, like, fluffy black cat. And there was, like, chickens smushed into the road. And the road was on, like, a hill. So, like, a car coming over the hill fast wouldn't have been able to see the cat like fast enough to stop, right? It would hit the cat if it went over the hill at a pace. So I was trying to like goad this cat away, and I didn't want to pick up this cat because it's not my cat. It might have been one of the houses there, and they'd be like, why the fuck are you picking up my cat? Also, the cat might not be friendly. It might attack me. So I was like, it's eating chicken out of the road that had been smushed in by a tire. And I was like, eventually I just picked up the cat, put it on the sides and left it there. Although I was staring at this cat for probably about 15 minutes because I was like, what the fuck do? I can't just leave this cat here. It'll get hit by a car. But yeah, then I walked down the road maybe like
walk 2 minutes down the road and I see a poster, a missing cat poster. This fucking cat that I took out of the road had been missing for like 5 months. But I couldn't be sure. It was just a black cat. It was a long-haired black cat, and it was a long-haired black cat that was missing. But they all long-haired black cats look the same to me. So I was like, is this the cat? Am I just going to waste someone's time and go, yeah, I saw your cat. I don't have it though. But I did see it. And I felt really bad. And I went back looking for the cat, but I couldn't find it. Samsung TV with Greg Wallace burned into the screen. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want this years ago. I definitely wouldn't want it now. BBC iPlayer asking if you've got a TV license. I really don't understand why they don't just add like a login service where the login only works with your IP address. It makes absolutely no sense, because surely it's way more expensive to send out those really annoying TV license letters to everyone every 2 weeks. I swear, I have a backlog of so many of those letters. Each one just contains like some kind of bullshit reference number, and they're always like, oh yeah, we're going to send someone over. Are you going to be free on this date? We're going to send someone over on this date. And it always says at the bottom, like, yeah, we might not though. We might not. It could come at any day. It's just like the TV license people are just the boy who cried wolf. Like they always tell me they're going to come over to my flat, and they never do. And even if they did, I just close the door on them, because I don't watch live TV inside my house, I promise. But yeah, surely it would be so much easier just to make like a login service than to go through all that bullshit and go through the court proceedings and everything. Okay, so we got 2 pictures of Fredo side by side. The one on the left is the old one. The one on the right is the new one. He's clearly been off the Ozempic. He's not got as much charm, as much character anymore. He doesn't even possess the narcissism to have his own name on his shirt anymore. He's just got F. How sad is that? He may have lost weight, but he's also lost his confidence in himself. When they open PowerPoint and you see 1 out of 240, there is nothing more fucking boring than a PowerPoint, is there? Like, honestly, maybe an Excel spreadsheet. If your child bleed on the arrows, you will have to buy them. I mean, fair enough. You can't really sell an arrow with another child's blood on it, can you? That would be a bit out of order. Yo, okay, right. Okay, look, that goes hard. You know, like tuna mayo with sweet corn on a jacket potato, that goes hard. I'm not a fan of the beans. The sausages look fucking good. That's a good meal. I like that. So No Context Britain tweeted this with, what are you adding to this? And Amy here replied with a bin. Shut up, Amy. This is decent. This is an actually decent meal. My girlfriend told me she prefers big pieces. Don't worry, don't worry. So imagine being the poor bastard who posed for this stock image. The poor guy. 3 guys who have slept with Bonnie Blue reveal what it's like in explicit detail. Why would anyone care? Why the fuck would... What website has written this article? Why would anyone want to know? Why would anyone care? Who sees the headline, 3 guys who have slept with Bonnie Blue reveal what it's like in explicit detail? Goes, oh yeah, I'll have a read of that. I'll spend 5 minutes of my life reading that. And, someone called Dave replied to this article with, like feeding Stephen Hawking yogurt. Red card. Broken Britain. Yeah, it is mad how many things have security tags on them nowadays. Like olive oil. I was walking past the olive oil aisle in Sainsbury's the other day, and it's just fucking like big tags on top of them, as if like the ones they have on like expensive bottles of whiskey and gin. And I'm going to make a very astute point here. It's not because people are getting worse. It's because everything is getting so fucking expensive. But surely this box that they've got this dairy milk in, it has cost more than 2. It's got GPS in it. Like realistically, Mr. Tesco, are you going to be tracking down someone via GPS because they stole a dairy milk whole nut bar? You're getting complimentary poppadoms. Yes, poppadoms. Yes, poppadoms. Oh man, I ordered from a Chinese yesterday, right? And now the Chinese takeaways in my area are very stingy. They don't give free prawn crackers. But this one I ordered from yesterday, they didn't only give me a big bag of free prawn crackers, they also gave me a bag of free spring rolls. Free spring rolls. That's absurd. I feel indebted to them. I feel as though I have to order from them every time. And that's good business, because they've created a repeat customer now, and it probably only cost them like, I don't know, 50p or something. Yo, what? Products that have a yellow reduction sticker on marked with a CS are free if scanned through a self-service checkout at 9:30pm. That's actually class. That's class. Oh, that's so much better than the food just going to waste, if this is true. I mean, I've never seen this in my life, but if this is true, big. The stairs must be a nightmare after a few pints. What is that house? How did someone construct that? The scaffolding must have been a nightmare to put up. Types of headaches, migraine, hypertension, stress, living in the UK. Shoot me, I fucking love living in the UK. If I didn't like living in the UK, I wouldn't live in the UK. Look, I'm fortunate enough to have the option to leave the UK if I wanted to. But right now, at least, right now, things could get worse. Looking like they might get worse. But right now, Fucking love living in the UK. It is class. It gets a real bad rap, and it's like it's a thing of like British people are like technically the second most miserable people in the world, and it's just like you look at it and you're just like, we definitely don't have it second worst in the world. So I don't know where that lines up. I think it is just kind of like a universally accepted mindset to have that the UK is shit. I fucking love it. There are parts of the UK that are shit. Like, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of parts of the UK that are shit, but as a whole, personally, based on my experience of living in this country for 27 years, I love it. I think it's a great country. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Tell you what, this year I might just actually buy everyone Link's Africa sets. Fuck it, I can't be arsed with Christmas anymore. There's so much thinking involved. It's like, oh God, it's come around again. Like, what do I buy? My go-tos are usually just like Lego, like a Lego set for someone, a box of chocolates, or like a kind of like Lush box set thing, or like like a Body Shop thing. I don't know. I'm shit at buying Christmas presents. Basically, I'm just gonna buy everyone Link's Africa this year. I don't care anymore. Breaking Japan declares war on England and Italy. Crispy fish and chips pizza. Is that lemon? Have they got like loads of slices of lemon in a pizza? That's terrible. That's really bad. That's bad form, Japan. Come on. I thought your cuisine was better than this. Who says romance is dead? That is actually class. That's class. I'm not a fan of those sausages though. Like they always have like little bits of gristle in. Not a fan of them, but the rest of it, oh, that's great. My mental health walks make my mental health worse because I live in a shithole. Yeah, I mean, I'm living in like a town centre at the moment, and there's not much greenery around me. But I'm moving soon. I'm moving in a few weeks, and there's gonna be like trees and shit. Oh, my Menti H walks are going to be so good from here on out. Well, not here on out, but in a few weeks' time. I cannot fucking wait. My mental health walks now just consist of like either a 15-minute long walk to a park, just through concrete and houses and stuff, or just a walk through town, which is just, again, concrete. Union Jack tattoo on his ear. Why have you done that? That looks shit. That looks so shit. It barely looks like the Union Jack, like it's curving around your ear. That's fucking awful. Yo, what? Oh, this is interesting. Causes of death in London in 1632. Okay, right, let's have a look. A lot of these are like quite bleak. Let's try and find funny ones. Bit with a mad dog. What is it? Rabies? Is that what that means? Bit with a mad dog. Cancer and wolf. What do you mean cancer and wolf? What, they had cancer and then they got eaten by a wolf? Cut of the stone. 5 people apparently died for that. I'm looking at what cut of the stone is. I'm so interested. Cut of the stone. Oh, okay, right. So it's a historical surgical procedure, also known as whatever that says, where stones, usually bladder stones, were removed from the body. Okay, right, so I'm guessing it means they died while getting that sort of surgery. 34 people drowned. 18 people were executed. 11 people died of grief. How do you like come to that conclusion that they died of grief? Did that mean something else back in 1632? Did they just like conclude that because like they were well sad at the time that they died of grief? Killed by several accidents, 46. Several. Fucking hell. King's Evil. 38 people died of King's Evil. What is King's Evil? Okay, it is a tuberculosis swelling of the lymph glands, once popularly supposed to be curable by the touch of royalty. Okay. I'm not going to pretend what that is. I don't know what is a lymph gland, the thing in your neck? What's I'm stupid. What's tuberculosis? This is a very educational episode of No Context Britain. A potentially serious infectious disease that primarily affects the lungs but can spread to other parts of the body. Very interesting. Hang on, one person died of piles. Isn't piles just... Are piles... hemorrhoids? Isn't that just hemorrhoids? Yeah, someone died of hemorrhoids. I didn't know that was someone died of planet. What do you mean they died of planet? I'm doing a lot of Googling for this episode. A sudden severe illness or paralysis believed to be caused by the influence of certain planets. Okay. So they died of planets. For sale, I was meant to buy England flags to put around my garden, but I bought the wrong ones by mistake. If anyone wants them, please let me know. Reasonable price. A true patriot. A true patriot. Mistaking the England flag for the fucking Denmark. They're not even similar. The only similar things are the colours, but not even really, because they're inverted on the England flag, and the fact there's a cross on the flag. How'd you accidentally buy the Denmark flag thinking it's the England one? Drink driver 29 tried to fool police by swallowing hand sanitizer before a breath test without realising antibacterial gel contained alcohol. What a moron. But is that a thing? Are you supposed to like just swallow soap? Is that a thing to pass a A breathalyzer test. Are you supposed to? I mean, obviously, don't fucking do that. Don't drink drive in general, you idiots. But you're just a double idiot if you drink drive and then try to drink hand sanitizer to pass a breathalyzer test. Terrible photo, but can anyone ID, please? No. That could be a pigeon or a hawk. I don't know what that is. Weatherspoon Hotel. There's no way Weatherspoon Hotels exist. They do. Why have they made it look like a like a luxury country getaway? What are these? There's no way the Weatherspoon's hotels are any good. What the fuck? They're actually nice. Hang on, is this the same company? Yeah, JD Weatherspoon. This is the same. They're actually really. They look really nice. What the hell? That's what? What the hell? What? They actually look sick. What? That's NT Council team. Just checking. Is the garden bin collection back as normal? Yes, Brenda, it is. Middle finger. Just checking, Brenda. Is that the emoji you wanted to send? It was meant to be a thumbs up, but I may have the wrong glasses on. Sorry if it was offensive. I love the idea of the North Tyneside Council getting fucking cussed out by Brenda for answering a question. Also, Brenda, that doesn't look anything like the thumbs up. You definitely need to get your prescription checked. There we go. End racism towards the English. Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. Finish your pint up, lads. Amazing. What an image.